As we all know, Quentin Johnston had an issue dropping the ball over the first 3 years of his career. Now, not so much last year, but we're going to get into some stats here. Welcome back to the Charged Up Podcast. My name's Dan. Thanks so much for watching. Before we continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. I appreciate you guys so much for that. So the LAFB network says Quentin Johnston cut his drops from 7 to 2 and now has 8 TDs in back-to-back seasons. What are your expectations for QJ in year 5? Well, I believe this is year 4, but either way, I do expect Quentin Johnston to have a really big year. I'm not saying he's going to go off and break records, but this guy should be getting 1,000 yards receiving and at least 10 touchdowns. That's a lot, but he's the type of guy with this offensive system, with Mike McDaniel, with Justin Herbert, and all the other options that we have to stretch the field. I think you're going to see Quentin Johnston lined up in that X position, and if he's one-on-one deep with someone, you're probably going to see the Chargers go to him a lot. We saw that great play he made the one-handed catch with when he was playing against the Cowboys last year, and you can see Justin Herbert's kind of trusting him a bit more, going to him with that deep ball, just like he did with Mike Williams. I'm not saying Herbert and Johnston had the same chemistry as Herbert and Williams did at this point, but you remember in that playoff game against the Texans, where they ran that bootleg play just after they picked off C.J. Stroud, and it's a bootleg play action. Herbert rolls out, and he kind of gets turned as he throws, but he went deep to Quentin Johnston for a deep ball against Stingley. And Stingley came up with an interception because Quentin Johnston, of course, the ball was a little bit underthrown with Herbert getting turned a little bit as he threw, kind of made the ball sail a little bit. But Quentin Johnston literally did not battle for that ball at all. He just gave up on it and let the ball come to him, essentially, whereas Mike Williams, at very least, that play would have been incomplete. But with Quentin Johnston, it was an interception because he just kind of let Stingley intercept the ball. Yes, it was a little bit underthrown, but you got to battle for those balls when you're a big X receiver. And Quentin Johnston has not. He's shown glimpses of being able to do it, like I said with the Cowboys game. But there's been times in his career where it just man, this guy's got to start battling more. And of course, you have the issues with the drops. We saw that game against the Ravens where everyone's going on a deep route except for QJ, who runs a slant. The corner covering him falls to the ground. Quentin Johnston's wide open, and he's got room to run as all the other defenders are down the field covering the other receivers. And what happens? Herbert throws a 5-yard pass right in Quentin Johnston's hands, and Quentin Johnston put the ball on the ground. And it's that kind of stuff which makes you think, hey, this guy just isn't the guy. And a lot of people were thinking, hey, we should just get rid of him this year. We should trade him this year. But Joe Ortiz, he's believing in him for at least one more season. And I think that's fair with his improvements that he made after his 3rd season. But I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like for Quentin Johnston, especially considering you got Brennan Thompson and Ladd McConkey and Trey Harris and KLS and the two really, you can argue 3 nice weapons out of the backfield, 3 nice weapons in our tight ends and our tight end room. So we do have a lot of other options than once in a while Quentin Johnston will be left alone with maybe a corner who's not the greatest deep corner man coverage guy. One-on-one, boom, touchdown. You could see that happen quite a few times this year with Justin Herbert and Quentin Johnston. But let me know what you guys think. Is there going to be a continuous improvement for Quentin Johnston? Or is what we just saw in the last, the end of the last season, was that just an anomaly? Was that just a blip? Was that just something that he did because he had a good run? Or do you think he's turned a page? Let me know what you think. Please don't be shy. I'll catch you later with a new one.